I feel very good, like being 30, you know, like, and in the company and where I'm at. Like, why are you laughing?
At your big age of 30.
You know, in dance, that's like a middle-aged dancer.
That's late age dancer.
No.
Middle age is 26.
Yeah, I guess. It's the only option. Oh, I see it.
God. I love your daggers.
Oh, thank you.
That was amazing.
Yeah. I like realize I'm like, I have too many knives as tattoos. I need to get something different.
Too many knives? That's not a thing. That is not a thing.
That's Brittany, though.
Oh my god. I'm in a group shot. They just said, I'll show you the video.
Halloween costume confirmed.
No, it's, I forgot which movie it is, but like they.
I love the hibachi things.
Oh, it's
Is this like Matrix?
It's X-Men. It's X-Men, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's Deadpool. It's Ryan Reynolds.
It's so good.
It's so good. That was you making our drink just now.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
I love it. Oh, there's a dog.
Hi, friends.
And it was the 90s, so everybody got a participation trophy. My boyfriend pointed out that whenever I talk about childhood trauma, I kind of do this weird voice. And maybe that's a coping mechanism. And I was thinking about that because the other day after playlist show, I called a Lyft and I accidentally got in the wrong car, like got in a random car. And this guy almost drove away and I like had to get out and it was kind of scary. And then I got in my correct car and then the driver started yelling at me like I was his daughter. He's like, I swear to you, never get in the wrong car. Always check the license plate. Always check the license plate. Never get in the wrong car. Oh my God. And the thing is, he actually didn't talk like that at all. It would just be really racist if I did his accent. Back where I'm from, back in Bangladesh, you can get in the wrong car, forgive. Letting me work on that.
So what's up?
Talk to me. How was the event?
He's good. Yeah, there were just like a lot more people than I thought there would be. But Mark was so happy.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
It's
He
been
was
a
like
labor of love.
like very proud. And I met his husband, who I didn't know.
So cute. I love them.
And like, even though we see Sarah Jessica Parker, like sometimes at the theater, it was cool to see her like at an event and just like talking about the company.
Had you not seen her before?
Yeah, at the theater, but like last
Like not
gala.
like an actual event?
Yeah, no, not like that. So
Well,
it was cool.
She's the sweetest.
Yeah.
I remember we had something like the company all together and she came and like talked to us and it was so surreal. I
Like
was
in
like,
the
you're
studio?
a star. Yeah, like it was back when we had like one company class every day and she was just like chatting to us and I was like,
Yeah.
this is so weird. Like
Yeah.
you're too famous for this.
Yeah, and I wanted to talk to her, but I was like, because I admire her and I feel like I wanted to say like, oh, I like how you communicate because I just think she has like a signature, but it felt like silly. I felt like I don't know, a Gen Zer coming after someone.
I mean, I think it's okay to fangirl a little bit.
Yeah, because she's like amazing, for sure.
I feel like the issue is that the time to have those connections is like at the pre-drinks, and I'm always dancing. I always have the show,
Yeah.
so I'm running back.
Is Glass Pieces first?
No, it's second. So
Okay,
I'll have
so
a
that's
bit more
nice,
time.
yeah.
Like I'll probably ask someone to sign me in so I can
Do you
go
have to
late.
do first movement? The walk on
Yeah.
too? Okay.
Are you
June.
on?
No, I'm not on.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, well, they asked me and then
You said
I just
no.
said no.
Right.
Because
Oh, yeah.
like I'm hurting and it's good. Alex gonna do it, so that's great.
I'm excited
He's
for
happy.
Alec. I'm so
He's
excited.
He's excited to do it. So it'd be good. But I'm like happy like with the season.
Yeah.
Like today I was talking to Megan and she was like, I'm so happy for Gilbert. Like I just like want him to get promoted. And,
That's what everyone keeps saying.
but it's gonna happen. It's just like
Well, right, but I feel like
you feel it, right? You've been in the
Like, I
company
feel
for
lucky.
5 years now.
6.5. Yeah.
Such a baby.
It feels weird being so young.
You're not that young, don't?
Well, I'm pretty young.
You're pretty young,
I'm
for
pretty
sure.
young.
For sure.
I'm still making collagen in my bones.
You are.
I don't have to take it on a supplement.
You don't. You're still growing. They say men grow till they're 27. So
That's right.
I stopped. I have.
You
stopped.
peaked.
I peaked. No, I haven't. I peaked. The height peaked, but yeah,
No, you keep climbing. You go up and down.
keep climbing. No, but
Always
I
in
like.
mountains.
You know, I feel very good, like
Yeah.
being 30. You know, like and in the company and where I'm at. Like, why are you laughing?
At your big age of 30.
I've been in New York for 5 years. It's been a, constant struggle. My first job in New York, this is true, my very first job in New York was as a New York City tour guide. I'll say that again, my first job in New York was as a New York City tour guide. I had no idea what I was doing. Confidence gets you far, dude. I was faking until they'd ask me questions. They'd be like, hey, how tall is the Empire State Building? I'd be like, you know what, that's a great question. No one knows. It's a certified New York mystery. No more questions. That's true though, my first job in New York, tour guide. Second job in New York, writing for CBS. I was working with Stephen Colbert, literally living my dreams, never looking back. Third job in New York, tour guide. Yeah, it is funny. It's the hardest you've laughed, dude.
Wait, but I want to know because I don't think I know this. What year did you start dancing?
Like, I started when I was 9 or 8.5.
Okay, but yeah, you started younger than me.
But did you start in ballet? Because I didn't.
Full on military style.
Really?
Like I didn't even know I wanted to do it. Like
Well, see, yeah, that's my thing with starting kids in dance when they start in ballet is I kind of think it's, obviously it works out for a lot of people, but I think a lot of people burn out because it's not fun.
It's not
in a
fun
way.
at all.
Whereas for me, I started it like in a jazz class for like a month, just once a week. And then it bumped into like hip hop and then tap and then singing. And then
But was that you
I was doing
wanted it?
everything. Well,
It's
it
like
was
your family kind of.
my family never pushed me. Well, they supported me, but they didn't push me. It was always what I wanted to do.
But then they like started supporting you, or they're just kind of like, oh, that's what he does on the side, or like.
It was never like on the side. It was always like, I mean, I knew when I was like 10, first year of middle school, I was like, my sister was going off to college, and I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to dance. I want to do this in some capacity, whether it be Broadway. That's all I knew as a kid. Then when I moved back to California, it was like I want to go commercial, so I want to dance like in world tours. I want to do music videos.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to
Like,
be who I looked up to as a kid. Yeah. And then it just slowly dwindled down into ballet. Like I would have never thought I'd be here at a ballet company and like loving it and having the best time.
Yeah. It's so strict. It's hard to like picture that when you're so young.
Yeah, I mean, I literally would make up any excuse to skip ballet class. But so you started in like militant ballet. Oh, because you went to the Bolshoi.
Yeah, I was 10 and I liked, I mean, it wasn't the same thing, but it was all like music videos too. Like, there was this band in Brazil called Chung. Literally, it's just, but it's like TCHAN, Chung.
Okay.
And it's like, I mean, I guess could compare it a little bit to like reggaeton. So like family barbecues on Sunday.
Right.
I remember my mom would like beg me to dance for everyone. Which like now looking back, I'm like, that was sweet. Like she was supportive. I'm like I felt funny dancing for the family.
Well, right.
Because it was like, I was
it's
like,
embarrassing.
yeah, I was like shaking my ass. Like literally, that was the kind of dance that it was. And my grandma knew of this ballet school that I had never heard of, even though it's a Bolshoi.
Right.
Like everyone that knows ballet knows the Bolshoi. And they had a school in my hometown. Yeah, they came in, I was like, yeah, my grandma told me to try out, so I'm gonna try out today. but you don't have to know dance, you don't have to know anything. Because like, because of the style of Vaganova, they're very of that mindset of like genetics.
Right.
Like, oh, is your neck long enough? Like, how does your hip turn out? And yeah, like I was 10 years old, you go into the school, you're like in your underwear in front of like 10 people. Like just like these very serious, like dressed up Russian men and women, and they're like looking at you and like, they like measure everything.
Oh my God.
And then they play music and ask you to dance around, and also like clap along with rhythm, so they see if you have like coordination.
It's so Billy Elliot.
Like we didn't even leave the bar for like 2 years.
No.
It's crazy, yeah. But I liked it because I think I liked the discipline, which I kind of still do. Like I feel like I'm like still like a teacher's pet. Like I want to please everyone.
Yeah, you do.
And I still feel that way. I'm like, I want to show up and I want to be ready and I want to know what I'm doing. I want you to see me, you know?
Right.
I want you to be happy with what you're seeing.
Yeah.
And I liked working really hard on something and like seeing the process and the results. Like coming home and like, I don't know what calves are, like having muscles in my calves. Like and when you're like 11 and started feeling like things like coming together. I don't know. I think that's what I liked about it.
I mean, I'll stop right there. I was a fat kid, so my calves came in very early. My calves were the best part of my whole body. The only thing that was muscular. They still are. They're huge.
I don't think just the calves, the whole leg.
The whole
your
leg.
legs are
Again,
your legs are a thing. They're a moment.
I was fat, so it was hiding underneath.
But underneath all of that, you're like, you're like a sculptor. Yeah.
Anyway, so my friend, she's in her new relationship, and she keeps, so it sucks because she changed a lot for this guy. She changed like a lot of her personality, because she's been vegan for as long as I can remember. But then she started dating this guy, and now she just eats meat because of him. And I don't know about you guys, but I've never had dick so good that has shifted my moral compass. Like, I'm like, you got laid and your belief system was shattered? That's crazy. I've never been penetrated and been like, climate change is a hoax. Like, that's not, I guess I'm pro-life now. Like, that's not, if anything, I have sex and I'm like, I gotta go vote. Thank you so much.
I read this before and like now I always think about it. Like if you don't choose a day to give your body a break,
it will take a break.
Your body will take a break for you.
Right, which is today.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I never, like this weekend, I was so in my head.
Really? Just like thinking about your dancing?
I was really in my head. I didn't know how it was gonna go. And actually right after I finished like the coda of the pas de trois, I got to like the wings and I started crying. But it was like from emotion, from relief, from fatigue, because I also had never felt my quads like that. I mean, I've never done 500 squats in a row, but that's what it feels like.
Oh, you haven't?
No. I have
Loser.
not. I have not. So I felt that like coming off the stage.
Yeah.
Because like dancing in pain is not fun. Even though we always have something, but when the whole process felt like I wasn't delivering how I wanted to deliver and then having to go on stage, I think that was a lot in my psyche. I don't know.
I think that's been the biggest shift in the entire dance world since we've come back from COVID.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that we all want a real life so much more than, I guess we all wanted it before, but like
but we saw that like how
now we
important it is.
respect it and we give it time and we give it energy instead of just like hoping for a day off, hoping for an evening off. Like it's kind of like we're more proactive with our time. I go through these like phases of like kind of like fixations. I was so into choreography and whatever for so long, and last year, which I guess kind of when we got really close, I was in that transition from like choreography to fashion. So now I'm kind of like going full fashion and not thinking about choreography as much, but like it's not gone.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
like
say you were going full on to your actual ballet career.
No. What was that?
This was your laugh activated though. No, but really,
maybe
that was not how I was seeing this year for you. I was seeing this year as like the ballet year, not the fashion year.
For me, it goes hand in hand because I'm making,
like last year, yes, choreography for sure.
I'm making like my outfits are for the gala, and they're kind of to put me on this level with not only donors, but like patrons and everyone like that comes. Like, I want to become synonymous with New York. When people think of New York City Ballet, I want them to think of me and my fashion and my thing and my personality. So I think that really started like coming to fruition in Spring Gala when I did the hats.
Yeah.
Because my whole point was for everyone to ask, who is that? Which it was all anyone that told me all night. They're like, I didn't know who you were. I want to know who you were. I want to come talk to you. And I was like,
see?
Marketing.
It worked.
Marketing, branding.
Is I feel like white people have sorted themselves into two groups, which is they're like white people have never done anything wrong and are currently completely fine, or I'm sorry for living in the only neighborhood I can afford. Like, they're just like, I'm completely fine, or kill me now. Like, they're just like, I mean, they're doing land acknowledgements because they feel bad, but it's also like, it'd be kind of crazy if they all left, right? Like if all white people were like, okay, we're gonna leave America, like, I don't want that, like, rent would go down, but come on, I need to hear the next Mumford & Sons album. Like, I know they're not American, but I couldn't think of a white achievement.
I think especially this season, being the Balanchine season, like the 75 years, like we're all just so excited.
Yeah.
And it's manifesting in a beautiful way, but also manifesting in that we're all exhausted because we're all on stage doing crazy choreography every single night.
It's a lot to handle.
That's another thing that also kind of shifted recently in the past few years. When I was like 19, fresh in the company, excited, I was doing everything, look at me, look at me, look at me.
Yeah.
And then I've kind of calmed down from that, and I think there's so much beauty in being a true corps de ballet.
Yeah.
And so I see some of these younger gentlemen now kind of going through what I went through, and I'm like,
you figure it out.
I'm like, you'll figure it out. Like, I'm not going to be the one, because I had people obviously in my face telling me like, you better calm down, or else,
I had it
people
too.
who had no business talking to me in that way, kind of coming at me in this aggressive tone. And I was like, I'm not going to be that person because I know how it feels, but also we gotta calm down.
Yeah.
We gotta be together. We gotta be together.
Just watch it. I know.
Just use that peripheral.
Yeah. But I had so much of that too.
That's who we are. And that's why.
That's like my personality, but I really am enjoying learning to be subtle, like as a dancer. Like now doing Agon felt so different from what it felt like 2 years ago. Because also like, you don't need to do anything there. Wait, I want you to tell me things. Because
you're still working on being subtle.
Yeah, for sure. Because it doesn't like come natural to me. Especially like in Dakota. But I'm saying like, it's hard not to, I don't know, just, it's kind of like letting your like freak flag fly,
Yeah.
But like, I don't have to. It's all there.
Right.
It's all in the choreography. It's all in the music.
Yeah, we were saying, because we were watching you, but then that caused a different discussion about that solo in particular, and just about Balanchine choreography. You don't have to do anything different to make yourself stand out as that person. Your body is going to make that choreography look different.
Yeah. And it's okay though, because like, you're just being you.
Yeah. That's what I feel right now is, I'm not at like a disadvantage, but it's more of, because I get a lot of roles due to injury of other dancers and other, kind of outside situations, I never actually know if I get to come back to something. So I dance like it's my last time. Just so dramatic and so stupid.
Oh my God.
But it's like, I literally have no idea if I would ever do Napa again. I don't know if I'll ever do. Yeah. But but like
I understand.
In that context,
I understand the feeling.
Or in the next coming years, like soon. I don't know if I'll do Beret that comes back in the spring. I don't know if I'll do
Barocco,
Western Barocco. All these things that I go into because of injury or because of whatever.
Yeah. I mean, such a cliche, but it's so true. Like how we died twice.
Right.
And even though I think I'm not gonna feel it, we're all gonna feel it.
100%.
Like that you die when you stop dancing, because it's like it's so much of like who we are and how we present ourselves.
Our life,
Article.
our daily life.
I'm a butterfly, taking my time. I'm a skeleton.